Hey everybody, I just got secret access to what I think is going to change the entire game for chatbots and for HighLevel, and something that I am so excited to share with you guys right now. I have private access to Closebot version 2, which, if you haven't been watching my channel at all, Closebot is my favorite AI software for chatbots. It plugs directly into HighLevel. You can white label it. You can use it for all of your clients if you're selling it. Or what I do, I just use it for all the various different businesses that we have. And what used to take hours, if not days to do, now takes a matter of seconds. And I just got to show it to you. So let me show you what this does. So basically, when we were first using Closebot, we had to go in and program the entire flow of what we wanted a chatbot to do. So for a concrete company, we want to get the name, we want to get the phone number, we want to get the address, we want to get the type of project the person is looking to do. And each one of those things we had to individually program, and it was linear. It was a step-by-step thing. So once it finally got the name, then it could move on to asking for the phone number. Then it could move on to asking for the address, and so on and so forth. Works incredibly well. There's a lot of ways to make it even more complex, but what I just witnessed right now, it just blew my mind. So let me show you what it is. Okay, so what I've discovered here is that it can do something called stacking, where it can do multiple tasks at one time, which is really cool. So you can see right here, this is a little blurry image because I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be sharing this or not. Closebot version 2 is going to be out in probably a few weeks. You can get access to version 1 right now, and that will lock in your pricing, because as soon as version 2 comes out, they are going to be raising the pricing. So I'll leave a link down below so you can get a free trial of Closebot, start playing around with it, get familiar with it, because all of this version 2 stuff is just going to make whatever you do in version 1 so much easier. So one cool thing is that you can do this stacking, which you can see here. I can ask for name, this is for a real estate bot, name, buyer or seller or both, and email. So the bot in a normal situation would say, "Hi, can I get your name?" And it would wait and try to get the name, and then, like I said, it would move on to getting if they're a buyer or seller or both. And then once it discovered that, then it would ask for the email, or however you program this. But this, it could start off by saying, "Hi, could I get your name, and if you're looking to buy or sell, and also your email." It could ask for multiple things at once, but more importantly, it can conversationally handle those tasks individually, just conversationally. So if the person said, "I'm looking to buy a house," but it hadn't got the name first, it will know that, it will solve that, but it will also know that it still needs to accomplish these other goals. The other really cool thing is we used to have to create these really complex bots based on a scenario like a buyer or seller or both. That both thing really threw a wrench into things, because somebody may want to buy a house but also have a house that they need to sell, and that sends them down two different trees of logic and two different questionings. So on a buyer side, they would need to know how much do you have for a down payment, what area are you looking to move, what your credit score is, those types of things. On a seller side, we need to know the property address, the condition of the property, how many bedrooms and bath, what area it is, all of that stuff. So it goes down two different paths. In a normal bot, like if I just do this in HighLevel, it's very complex and probably not even possible to do in that way. And with Closebot, used to be, the reason we used it in the past is because real estate is a very common bot that we build, and we had to do a lot of different multi-bot switching, where if it was a buyer bot, it would go to one path and answer all those questions, and then it would roll over to the seller bot. But with this, you can see this AI switch thing is so incredibly powerful, because you can add different logic paths depending on what they say. And if they do say both, then it can know that, okay, I have to handle all of these, and I also have to handle all of these. So maybe this is for buying, and it has to find out what budget and if they are, what their credit score is, all that stuff. And then if it's selling, it gets the address, it gets the timeline, all of that stuff, all going down to a calendar booking bot like normal. But it can also, based on logic, know that, okay, if they need to sell fast, then it needs to go to this certain calendar. And if they need to buy very quickly, it needs to go to this calendar, because it's two different agents that we're sending it to. So this is just a precursor to all of the things that we're changing in our own business about not necessarily selling HighLevel, although we do have some clients, and we're going to continue to sell that to a certain degree, only to really high-end clients. But more importantly, using HighLevel and Closebot and other AI tools to solve our own problems, buy businesses, expand upon our own businesses, and really take control of this. Because I was spending so much time trying to convince people the value of AI, and they just didn't get it, or I wasn't good at explaining it or whatever. But I was so excited about it. I was building these really complex, really cool bots. And I said, why don't I just do this for my own businesses and really scale those things up to the moon, because I have this specialized knowledge right now that a lot of people aren't latching onto. So I can build a massive company just with using these close bots in HighLevel to basically turn this into the ultimate referral machine. I can use UpX or something like that to run ads on the front end, then get people in these funnels, start shooting them out to different agents that I'm referring business to in this example. And CloseBot will do most of the heavy lifting there. So that's really cool. And if you're wondering, yes, I am coming to you straight from the car. It's the quietest place right now. I'm on the road right now, but I wanted to get some content out to you guys about this because it's the perfect time to jump into CloseBot with it rolling out version 2 in the next few weeks. So depending on when you're watching this, it may already be out, but either way, the link down below will get you into this. So I'm doing a very minimal explanation of this. There's going to be far more in this. I'm actually going to show you what is also one of the most mind-blowing things I've seen, in that when I used to build something like this, even though I couldn't build exactly this in version 1, it took me better part of a day sometimes to build a really functional bot, testing everything with all the prompting and really logically thinking through, okay, what are all the questions that I need a bot to ask? Let me show you this. Okay, here I am in ChatGPT. If you have done anything with AI, this is probably one of the places that you visit pretty regularly. What I'm going to do here is basically have AI build a bot for me. Instead of doing all that programming, I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'm just going to go in ChatGPT and get them to give me some basic questions for a concrete company, because we do have a concrete, we have multiple concrete sites actually that we use this for. So I'm going to go in and say, create a prompt for a bot for my concrete company. Get name, email, property address, and job type, and then let them know they can book on our calendar for a quote. Also include any additional questions you think I'd need to ask. Okay, so I'm just going to put this into ChatGPT. This is very basic, but it's going to give me basically the prompt that when I put it into CloseBot, you'll see what happens. Okay, so it has some things like insert booking link here and stuff like that. I'm probably not doing the best full thing here. If I spent more time, I would get a really good prompt here, but this is just the basics. Let me just show you what this will eventually be able to do. So here we are inside of CloseBot version 2. I'm not even probably supposed to be sharing this, but I'm just going to go ahead and create a new bot really quickly. We're just going to call it Concrete, because I've already done one earlier just to test all of this. And you can connect it to your HighLevel account there. And then I'm going to do custom template. I'm going to put in the prompt that ChatGPT just gave me, hit create, and it's going to take about, it says 5 minutes. Typically, I've been seeing it takes less than a minute to create. So once it does, I'll come back and show you what it does. Okay, we're back. So that took about 3 minutes or so to build. It could be because I'm using internet out in the car, but basically now it's created this bot. Let me click into it and show you what it's done here. And basically the entire list of prompt has built out in this thing. Now there are so many more things you can go and add to it, but all of this stuff, if I just click on it and move my head here, so it's going to, I'll show you a demo of it actually interacting in a moment, but it's built out the name, the email, the phone number, the objective of the property address, what kind of work is going to be done. It has a calendar booking thing, stop responding at the end. Let's see, determine if it's a replacement or is a new project or replacing of existing concrete. So all of this is done here inside of here. So all I have to do is something that I'm still learning about, but I just need to go in here. I'm going to save this first. I'm going to tap on this, go to bot settings, and click on personas. And then I'm going to select this mic persona that I created. I'm not super educated on what personas are yet, but I'll tell you in the future. But I think it's just different personality types that you can assign to a bot is the basic explanation of it. So you can have somebody that is a little more stern, a little more caring, a lot of other things as well. Mike is kind of a nice guy, kind of responds like a father would, is the persona of that. But you can program it however you want. But that's a very basic explanation. I'm sure when we have the founder of CloseBot come on, he'll explain it even further. But just going to hit publish and then test. Start a new session. And I'm just going to say hi and then see if it responds to me. Awesome. So it's already engaging. How can we help you with your project needs? I'm just going to be very vague with this. Need concrete work done. Jim Smith. You can see as it's going through, it's analyzing the things that it has solved for already. So it's great to meet you, Jim. To make sure we send you all the details and confirmations, could you please share your best email? jimsmith@aol.com. You can see it's solving all this going along our timeline. Phone number 310-222-2222. And this, if you're wondering, is plugged into my API key for OpenAI, but you can use this for basically all the other big AI tools that are using that information as well. So Anthropic, or I'm sure Grok, or whatever things have API keys in the future, they'll be able to plug into this as well, which makes it even more robust because a lot of companies are building their chatbots solely off of just OpenAI. And if that ever goes down, gets replaced, whatever, you're going to have something that you need some flexibility for, just like this. So, and that was just with a very basic build here. Like, I don't like how it says kindly tell me, stuff like that. So we'd clean that up in future iterations. But just to get the basic framework done, it's already here. So I'm really excited about this, if you can't tell. So I wanted to come to you guys early and show you this. Again, I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to be sharing this, but I figured I might as well jump on it and show you guys some screenshots and just show you a brief demo of this. But there'll be a link down below. You should get a free trial to Closebot if you don't already have it, because anybody who has an account already with Closebot won't be subject to the higher prices as long as they have an active account once they upgrade to V2 in probably a few weeks. So I'm really excited about this. Can't wait for you guys to test it out. I'm going to be doing so much more with AI and Closebot and HighLevel, and just incorporating them, like I said, mostly into our own businesses, but also for some really advanced builds, maybe even partnering with certain companies. Like, say I approach a solar company that has 10,000 old leads that they haven't reached out to in a while. I can use a system like this, plug it into Closebot, have it start generating those people's interest again, and then get a referral fee or get some kind of per appointment fee, or however we work that out. But so many ways to do this that doesn't require you to have actual clients, but more like partners, and also for your own businesses as well. So with that, I'm going to wrap up. Again, a link down below for Closebot to try it out, free trial. And other than that, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.